It's Monday. It's Monday. It's Monday. Monday. It's 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 Monday. Monday. It's Monday. It's Monday. It's Monday. Welcome to the morning chat here with According to AKARA. And I'm AKARA. I hope you all had a beautiful weekend. I hope y'all had fun and you relaxed. You turned up and turned down. You got it on and got it off. How y'all doing this Monday morning? All right. It's Monday, November 15th. Hey. So, I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. I had an eventful weekend. It was wonderful. It was great. I hope y'all joined me on the bedtime stories on Saturday. I'm trying to see why I am getting all this static. Yeah. Okay, before I go further, I hope you all join me for the bedtime stories where I did the chapter 9 and 10. Was it 9 and 10? No, 8 and 9 of Caught Up Loving a Trill One. It got juicy, and just join me or go back on IG and catch the uploaded live that I did. I will be posting. I was supposed to do it, but look, my Sunday was very busy, busier than normal. So I did not post any. I did not edit and post my YouTube. On the bedtime stories, I featured a concoction, a cocktail that for my sister's birthday, because her birthday was on Saturday, and it was called The Chill. It is a rendition of Pina Colada with grenadine and blue curacao to make it purple, and because that's her favorite color, and Chill is her nickname. So cheers to my sister. I know she had a wonderful birthday. So I did that for her on Saturday. Um, Saturday, most of Saturday was pretty uneventful. Just did some of my budget. I'm trying to think. I went out to get the. I didn't really. I went out to the store real quick, but Saturday was very uneventful. That's usually my sleeping day anyway. I'm not really trying to do nothing on Saturday. Um, I did get I got a call from someone that day that I haven't spoken to in a while, and that's going to be a part of the topic outside of my event for for this past weekend. Um, Sunday was probably the most eventful. Of course, I had my friend over for my podcast. If y'all don't know, I'm smiling into the camera. I had my friend over. Enough said. Um, and I attended the memorial service for my friend uh, Roscoe Gregory Jr. Roscoe Man Gregory Jr. And I made I can't speak. You remember last week I said that I lost a friend, um, and I didn't want to say who it was. Well, Roscoe was the friend that I lost. I didn't want to say anything before the family did, and they just posted something late last week about his memorial service. And wow, I was good until I got there. And then I saw other people that I knew that knew him, and they were crying. And then I started crying. And then the music and everything, it was crazy. So this is my friend Roscoe that passed on. He was a truly an angel. Um, he was a good friend to all. He was awesome. So I am wearing black lipstick. I'm donning the black lipstick because of him. I want to say that before I mess it up and drink my coffee. Okay. Now maybe my tongue will act right. Got some caffeine on it. But yeah, so they had his memorial service. It was really nice. There's a few people that I didn't hadn't seen in a long time that was there, and someone I seen very soon before. But anyway, that was there, and it was really it was nice. It was nice. Everybody has such positive things to say about him that was true. Like it's rare. Sometimes you go to funerals and people say, "Oh, he was such a wonderful person. He was gone before his time. He was da 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 da." You know, no one ever comes and he was a bastard. No one says that at a funeral. Everybody want to give flowers when they're gone. And now I understand why a lot of people say, "I want to give you a flowers while you're still here." And I mean, like, I don't feel bad that I didn't. He was my boy. I mean, like, he was one of the few people. I mean, like, yo, he would go out of his way to make sure that I felt cared for and had a good time. I mean, brief story, two stories where he literally physically went out of his way to be there for me. Okay. That's why I knew. Now I haven't been to funerals since my parents. And mostly because I wasn't in the position to be able to get to those funerals in a costly fashion. I didn't have a vehicle, you know, and I darn sure didn't want to be someone to pick me up. It's a long story. That's not the point. But I was in a position to make sure I made it to his memorial. I haven't been, and I think that even if I didn't, I would have made a way to get there to be at his memorial because he went out his way. The short stories. One time, I want to say it was my 48th birthday. Nope, nope, nope. It wasn't my 48th birthday. It was my 47th birthday, either 46th or 47th birthday. I had moved just like maybe a month or so, moved out to Mableton. I was nowhere close. Well, Mableton really isn't that far from the city. I'm gonna be 100. Mableton really isn't that far. It's not Douglasville or Duluth. Okay, it's Mableton. But he stayed out there in Gwinnett County. We met up downtown because I had to renew my license anyway, and I met him downtown. He came downtown, and he took me out for my birthday. It was just me and him, club hopping, food eating. He made sure I had a good time on my birthday. And then he drove me all the way home to my door. Okay? He drove me to my door and drove home to Duluth. Ah, Okay? Talk about a friend. The other time, this time, he came all the way from Gwinnett County, came down, picked me up from Mableton to go to Carnival, one of the Carnival events. This was maybe, I want to say about 2, 3 years ago. And then dropped me off again to my door and then went back home. Now, mind you, the Carnival event was in like off of Panola Road up there in, now what is that Decatur? Is that, what is that called? Ellenwood? I'm not sure. But all the way up there and then drove me all the way back. Do you hear me? And that's a friend just so that I can have a good time. Just so that I have a good time. Are you serious? There is none. I've had people that have got mad because they thought I did not give them enough appreciation because they drove me close to my house. And I have the name of the person in my head. I doubt she's looking at this, but if she is, she literally wanted to call me. You don't even know how to say, how many people have you helped out? And she don't know me. She don't know all the people that I've done stuff for and I've gone out of the way for. But this man deserved every flower, every kudo, every blessing in the world. He was a wonderful person. And all I heard all during that memorial service is the same. So it wasn't just us, like I haven't cried for anyone's passing since my parents. You know what I'm saying? Like I was trying to hold it together, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like I couldn't possibly hurt as much as his wife, his children, his mother, and his father. That I couldn't possibly be hurting as much as they were. How dare I cry, you know what I'm saying, for him. And plus, I know he wouldn't have wanted me crying for him. He would have us turning up, dancing and colors and streamers and everything. Just turn up for his birthday. Not crying. That wasn't him. I just don't feel like that was him. And that wasn't him. Because there was a poem that was read that said, don't cry for me for I'm not there. You know what I'm saying? But he lives on, you know, I know the typical, he lives on in our hearts and our minds, you know, and talking about living on in our hearts and minds. So when I came home, had put it up by my computer and it was kind of posted up. So his picture, this picture was staring at me as I was lying on my couch. And I had fell asleep on the couch as I always do before I gravitate back to my bedroom. And I woke up, I sat up on my couch and I looked up and it was this picture staring me in my face like, hey girl, hey, get up, turn up. What you doing? What you doing? And it was a little spooky, so I had to take it down. You know, I really felt his presence with that picture, looking at me like that. I'm like, oh, I, I want to no. Mm-mm-mm-mm. This looked, it literally looked like it was looking directly at me, smiling like, I know what you're doing. I know what you did last summer. So, yeah, so so that was, and it was nice kind of catching up with a few people. Um, it was really nice catching up for a few people that did actually show up. Um, so, but it was really nice. It was a really nice homegoing. It was so nice. So many people loved and cared for him. You know, I pray for strength. And I want to say this because in my mind, I kept reiterating this message and I did not say anything there because I'm so thankful there wasn't a pastor saying that stupid mess that, Oh, the Lord has plucked him from the garden of the earth and has planted him in the heavenly garden. I think I would have stood up and said, oh, the lies, lies. Because my God, now I don't know about your God. I don't know who you serve. Okay? I don't know who you serve. And I'm not judging who you serve. I'm just telling you the God that I serve doesn't take a man from his family and his children for selfish reasons like plucking them up and putting them in the garden of heaven. Okay? I'm so happy there was no pastor saying those lies at that memorial service. Okay? My God is a benevolent God. You heard? Okay? He would never take someone from this earth, from their loved ones, from those that he was supporting. Young kids, not old kids. He had young kids. Young kids. He would never. This was an act of the enemy. But the act of my God, the God that I serve, okay, in spite of him being taken from his family by an enemy, they're going to be greater. His children will be successful. His wife is going to be able to raise them children up in the admiration of the Lord, if that's who she serves. And based on what they said at the memorial service, he was a Christian. So, yes, she's going to raise them up in the admiration of the Lord, and they're going to be incredibly successful in spite of their father being taken from them way too early. But I'm glad there was no pastor. I didn't have to check a, you know, you put your own word there. But outside of that, but it was good. His family was beautiful. Man. Oh man. I just was so, yeah, it's gone too soon. I kind of wish I had spoken to. I think it would have hurt more if I had just spoken to him. You know what I'm saying? But it had been some months since I spoke to him, and but he was a real good guy. He's a real good guy. I know he's in the spirit watching over all of us. Um. Oh my God. Okay, I thought I had cried out a lot. I am so surprised that I am so tearful. Well, I guess when a person's really good and they really were there for you, when a lot of people didn't, when if there's, I mean, I'm not saying a bunch of people turn their backs on me, but when you talk about someone who's like he was a friend, y'all, and I really think about someone who was a friend, but not just when I a friend that I didn't have to speak to every day, for him to still show love. You know, I mean, it's just let me tell you, it was a very good homegoing service, and he was gone too soon. Anyway, let's not cry. It's Monday, y'all. I'm here. God said, you here. I'm here. If you're watching me now, if you're listening to me now, you're here. Okay? So, uh, have a good day. Determine no matter how bad you feel, the devil will give you all kinds of aches. Well, the devil, the enemy, whoever you call it, jinn, whatever you call this, Actually, that reminds me. I don't think no one told Jen that he was gone. Anyway, moving on. Um, I said I had a former associate call me this week, this time on Saturday, and left a message. Now, this is kind of a continuation from what I was talking about on Saturday, or not Saturday, but last week, where I was saying that I got an email from someone like giving me this high-minded speech or this grandiose email about, oh, you've done me wrong, and if you're going to be this way, then da 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 da. Like, I cut you off first. You can't cut me off after I cut you off. You know what I'm saying? And you don't need to do all of that. And again, this crap about closure. Now, maybe some people need closure, but me, I don't feel like I need closure. If someone is not talking to me, is not answering my calls, and they don't want to be bothered with me, what is there to be closed? What did I do wrong? Anybody who needs closure, if you ask me, now this is me. I am not a psychiatrist, a psychologist, a therapist of any form or fashion. This is according to me. That's the name of the show. According to AKARA. People who need closure or is claimed that they need closure, that to me is a last ditch effort for someone to continue the relationship that you had. They don't really want to let you go. They really want to work out what it was so that they can keep you in their life. Instead of just recognize you was there for a reason and a season and moving on. No one owes you an explanation why they not hanging out with you. And every hangout, if they stop talking to you, might not have nothing to do. You might not have done nothing to them at all. You might just not your relationship, your energy may not mesh. You know what I'm saying? You might just not be. Your energy, your personalities may just not mesh, and you don't see it. But it's like, everybody just don't mesh. And in this case, this is a whole nother friend. I'm like, Lord, what is it that everybody want to sit up there and reconnect and get closure and give me the grandiose speech about blah, blah, blah? But this person called, and I figured it was this person because of a mutual friend, Lightly. He was a real friend to me. I can't say, well, he probably was a real friend to her, too, but I still, it takes a little bit more for you to be on it like that with me. Okay. People who don't know me is going to say that I was nice, and she's, if something happened to me right now, they'll say I was nice. They'll give me all the flowers that they didn't give me here. They gave me the shit that grew the flowers grew from. Okay. And I will say that I'm real nice and wonderful in person, but if you get to know me, it takes a special person to really know me. Okay. I'm a cool person. I really have a good heart. But some things, I'm a whole asshole. And I'm going to be 100. Without Jesus in my life, I'm a whole asshole. Y'all, I'm telling you, I'm a whole asshole. Don't get it twisted. Don't think this smile and happy and encouraging AKARA, that is the outer layer and mixed with Jesus filter. Okay? The blood of Jesus. Okay? Thank God. I'd be your ruthless whole bitch. Okay? I'll be taking your money, and yes, your money. And the people that say that but anyway, that wasn't the point. So I veered off. she called and she left a message. She said, the losing. She's actually telling me about his passing like I didn't already know a week earlier. But it's all good. It's, people don't know that you don't know. But she's like, and due to the recent deaths of our friend, our mutual friend, um, I feel like it's time to squash beefs. And I'm looking at it like, beef? What beef? We got between one another. I don't have a beef with you. I never had a beef with her. Okay? Her energy just did not mesh. And I have come to the age then and continuing now that my peace means more to me than silver and gold. I promise you. Okay? And I'm not going to be around nobody that don't want me around. Hello? And I'm not going to have anybody around me that my peace doesn't settle with them. And it's just a matter of my peace didn't settle with her. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I didn't hate her. She was her. She didn't do anything that I know of against me. Personally, she was giving. She opened her home to me, like she had an event. Like I never spent the night over there. I didn't live with her in her home, but I was friendly towards her. She was friendly towards me. It's just her personality is a little more wild than I can deal with in my life. Okay. There were certain things that just didn't settle well with me. Just her being her. Okay. Just her being her. She's a sweetheart, giving person. She's just her personality. I don't like it. Okay. I don't want her to change. There's nothing we need to talk about because the only way that we can squash this is her be different, a different person. And I damn sure don't want nobody to be different from me. Just stop calling me. You know what I'm saying? Stop calling me. And I don't want to talk about it. There's nothing to talk about. You know. Now, if she has some issue with me, well, she can forgive it and move on with her life. I didn't have any issue with her. Again, I feel like it was a last ditch effort to try to re-enter my life. And it's like, nah. If I thought that we could just have this conversation and then that person didn't think that, oh, we are back, Thelma and Louise. No, we're not back. There's some people that and maybe I'm wrong on this, y'all. Just leave it in the comments. Oh, no, you wrong, AKARA. You should give her an opportunity. But why? I've already made my judgment call. But why? Nothing she can say or do is going to change her personality. Period. Okay, maybe she's changed. She ain't. She ain't changed. And if she changed, I'm so wonderful. God will know how to bring a person right back into your life when it's the time. If she was a test, okay, then I will continually run into her. God knows how to make sure if she was someone that is to help grow me, God knows how to bring that person right back into your life. It's like, why is this person still here? Much like my friend that I see every now and again. It's like, I can't get rid of this dude in my mind. Now, I haven't tried to get rid of him. I have. I've cut the brother off a couple of times. He has become my Janae CD. Okay, and if you don't know about my Janae CD, okay, that's spelled Zhane with a stress over the E, Janae. It's an old R&B group from the 90s. And hey, Mr. DJ. I know that was not the right thing, but I mean, the right melody of it. You can get this started. Okay, whatever. I can't sing it right now. It's not in my head. But there was a really good, very underrated, a very underrated group. Um, but hot group back in the day, and I bought their CD. I loved their CD from the beginning to the end. I could play that joint. And when I got when I rededicated my life to Christ, all my secular CDs I threw them away. Threw them away. I don't need nothing but gospel, just Jesus. If it ain't talking about Jesus, we ain't listening to it. And I backslide and I go and get that Johnny album CD. Again, I bought that CD 3 times, backsliding and rededicating, backsliding and rededicating. And the last time I said, you know what, Jesus, I am not throwing away this CD again. Okay, I'm coming back, but so is my Johnny CD. Okay. And now, mind you, this CD is not like some massage, it's not the City Girls. Nothing against the City Girls. Love y'all. Love you. Mwah. I get that one from Nay Rob too. Say, I love you. I love you. They're not the City Girls. They are good music. You hear me? Good music. But it was secular. It was not, it wasn't gospel. And and again, backslide, throw it away. I mean, come get buy it again. The last time I bought it, and I said, I'm not throwing it away. I don't care. I'm coming back, Jesus. I'm rededicating with my CD in hand. Okay. I didn't literally do it, but I was like, I'm not throwing the CD away again. I keep buying the CD again. And now I still have that CD in my collection along with all my other secular and gospel CDs that I have. Still have those CDs. And I just eventually I don't even listen to it. And now when I listen to the songs now, there's still some that's hidden, but some of those songs it's like, ooh, I don't agree with the words of that song. I don't agree with the words of that song. Mm, mm. No. Oh, I can live without you, dog. um, some of the lyrics is like, oh, I don't agree with that. Ooh, that's sad. But a lot of the song is still hitting really good music, but I just eventually just stopped listening to it, and I only every now and again will pull it out and listen to the CD, and I feel like this person in my life has become the Jeanne CD. And I made a decision a couple of years ago that I am not going to cut this person off. I'm going to, I think about this, the song, Busta Rhymes that I made a decision. Well, I made a decision. You know what? No, I'm not going to try to cut this person off. I'm not going to try to run away from this person. You know, you are in my life. You're not a bad person. You know what I'm saying? You're here. It is what it is. You're my friend. I just took all the stereotypes or expectations away from this person. I don't expect him to be here for me. Like we're in a relationship. I took that you are my friend. You don't have to be here when I'm down. You don't have to help me when I'm down. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to. You could be a friend and you still be a friend if you can't be here to pick me up when I'm down. But if you happen to be here, if it's meant for you to be here to pick me up, then great. You know what I'm saying? Just like that's the expectation. You kind of take that away from someone, from them, from people. Like if your friend, a person's still your friend if they don't always answer the call. You know what I'm saying? But there's certain people in your life that you expect to do certain things. Like you expect your parents to support you and to love you and to pick you up when you fall and encourage you, right? You expect them like you expect your husband or wife to have your back, to pick you up when you fall, to and I just took that off of him. He's not going to be there. I can't rely on him to do this. It's okay. You're still a friend and you're not a bad person because you weren't there for me. You could have been there. You got to be there for your children, or your mom or whatever these things are. Friends that you don't have the same expectations from a friend that you do from a lover or someone that you intend to maybe spend the rest of your life with. And I think that's kind of unfair expectations, even for a husband and a wife to be my everything and I to be their everything. You know what I'm saying? Some things you got to walk down that path by yourself, you know. And no, your wife or your husband doesn't have to be your cheering section either. Okay. Now they can support you in prayer, but like, I don't think you should do it. You know what I'm saying? But, I just took that off of this person because that person wasn't that. Okay. Period. And it's kind of like the same thing I did with this year. I took the expectations off of that CD to be spiritually uplifting or not. You know what I'm saying? It's just a good music. That's it. And I'm going to keep you around because you're good music. You're not bringing me down. You're not disturbing my peace. You're not causing me to go out and do something crazy or wild. You know what I'm saying? It's just good music, you know? And I think sometimes when we're saved and born again, we kind of get into this religious thing of, or either it's talking about Jesus or we don't need to be listening to it. Come on. Sometimes it's just good music. It's not talking about screwing your neighbor and all kinds of crazy stuff that God is against. It's just good music. Earth, Wind, and Fire. Reasons, the reasons that we're here. That's good music. You know what I'm saying? It's good music. Listen to the lyrics of things. So, but at any rate, so that person has become that. And sometimes people you just don't mesh with people. And you don't owe anybody any explanation on why you doing what you're doing. Okay? Now, you can give it to them because you respect them. Children, your parents go, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? But closure, you don't owe nobody any type of closure. That's just their last ditch effort to still make it into your life. You didn't make the cut, baby. That's all. You thought you did, but you didn't. And it's kind of weird for me to think that someone actually thought that they made the cut to be in your life after a few months. Okay? Even with Roscoe, it took a few times of us hanging out before it's like, yo, this is my boy. It wasn't a few months. It was a couple of years. And then when he did those things like took me out for my birthday and came and got me for Carnival here in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? That was years of friendship, yo, before he did that. Even though it didn't take him years to do something nice like that. But it was years of friendship that I would even go with him somewhere like that. You know? Hello? So at that, we have come to the 38th minute of this podcast and this vlog or this show. Hello. And that's all I got to tell you today. That's all I have to talk about. That's the topic. You don't owe nobody anything, like I said last. Okay? You owe them to love them. And love does not mean give them what they want. Okay? That means If they need something and you have it, help. Give it. You know, sometimes it's a hug, sometimes it's a smile, sometimes it's encouragement. Sometimes it's just not, I don't like to call it judgment as opposed to condemnation. You don't condemn them for some of the mistakes that they made. Sometimes it's just understanding. It's like, girl, you all right. We all made those mistakes. Girl, you only 25 years old. You haven't lived yet. Okay? You'll be all right. You'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? We've all made the mistakes, and if your parents told you they never made mistakes like that, they lying. Okay? I've made some huge mistakes, you know, and those mistakes have affected people outside of just myself. But at any rate, that's it. That's all. You all have a wonderful Monday. Okay, it's Monday. And ways to support would be support this channel. Will be in the descriptions of IG and my YouTube. On my YouTube page, I have merch. I don't have any on today, but there's merch line, cash apps, and follow me. Follow me. Free. That's free. You don't have to pay, give, send, do anything. Just go to IG. If you're on Bigo Live here, come over here to IG. Follow me here. Look at my videos. Tell a friend, tell a kin. And if you're here on my IG or YouTube or my podcast, go to Bigo. Use the referral code that will be in the description. It will also be in the description of my podcast as well. Go there. Follow me over here on Bigo Live and plenty other people that have content that they create. Also, if you are on IG Live here or Bigo Live, go to according to AKARA.podbean.com and pull up my podcast. You can hear this without video. You will also get it on my Twitter. I linked my Twitter according to Akara to my podcast, so you'll get those podcasts as well. Or on Twitter. I had it linked to my YouTube page, but I don't see it posting. It's weird. Maybe it's going into like a podcast area of YouTube. I don't know, child. And of course, go to YouTube, like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe to my page, get my numbers up. And that means more to me than you sending money, be honest with you. It means more to me if you follow me and you share my videos and get my numbers up on social media and YouTube and podcasts. That means way more to me, actually. Okay, so also there is a referral code to get you a Capital One Platinum card to apply for and use my referral code. Same thing with Bigo. So that's all I got for you. That's all. Blah, 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 blah. That's all, folks. Y'all have a good evening, good day today. Remember, love yourself, love your neighbors, and stay authentic. Y'all have a good one. Bye.